everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It has been so long and I wanted to give you all a tour of the farm, so come along and see everything I've got and a lot that's changed. So in this first pen we've got our pigs and we've got 3 male goats. Here comes Mr. Rhodey with his humongous horns. So we started out with Kune pigs, mainly for their personality. They just lay around and are very chill most of the time. They come in some really awesome colors: orange, black and white, blonde, just very, very fun and always social and sweet. So they're our little garbage disposals. They will pretty much eat anything. They get to eat lots of produce and pig food, and we're hoping that maybe we'll have some piglets this summer. And we have our other male goat, Grinchy. He was one of the first boys born here. He is so sweet. So then from the pig pen, we move on to our pregnant doe pen. And we have 2 bucks in here. Every few weeks we add a new girl in to be bred, and they just stay in here until it's almost time for them to deliver. Then they get moved into the barn so they can have their quiet space. This is Brancher. We're borrowing him from another farm right now. He has awesome milking genetics, so we're super excited to have him to add to the herd. So there's probably about 20 goats in here right now, and they'll all have babies by the end of summer. So then we move on to the chicken coop. And the most of what I have in here are silkies. This whole pen was beautiful grass. I think we actually made a video when we fenced it originally. And they have just destroyed it. I throw in greens for them every couple days, and they get their chicken food and scraps from the kitchen and all kinds of good stuff. But like I said, we have silkies, and then we have some naked necks in here. I'll try to get a better close-up. But these are ones that I breed and sell chicks from. So we'll hatch babies in the incubator out of these, and then be able to share them with other farms and chicken pet owners. So that's been a really cool experience to be able to share the birds that I've grown and grown to love. So here's one of the naked necks, and he is actually a cross between a naked neck and a Brabanter. I had a Brabanter rooster, and this is what happens when they crossbreed. So you get some really cool mixes. And then the naked necks and the silkies also mix together, so you get what's called showgirls after a couple generations. So I'm just getting to the point now of having some of those as well. Here's another naked neck hen. Silkies are one of the most docile breeds of chickens you can have. They have so much fluff on their head. They're kind of terrible for predators, but that makes them really easy to handle. They're just kind of gentle, and they stay fluffy for life, so they're really popular for pet chickens. And they still lay eggs, of course. So you may be asking why the chickens are cooped up. and that is because we have free-ranging ducks. And I'll let you guys do your own Google searching on why chickens and ducks don't always cohabitate well. So we've chosen just to free range the ducks. They'll graze on grass, eat bugs, and then we feed them a little bit. We've got some babies out here today too. And then the chickens, since they're kind of terrible with predators anyway, it just made more sense for us to coop them up. So we've got about 30 ducks running around. I've got some mallards. Some are sitting on nests right now. We have guineas that you're probably going to hear constantly in the background. And then we also have some geese, which I'll show you in a minute. So I've got another coop here, which I've separated out some large breed birds. So I've got a pair of Brahmas, and then I've got some large breed hens, some Morans, an Easter egger, and they're just constantly laying eggs. So we have 5 or 6 Sebastopol geese, and we put a mulch pile up here in our yard so that I could give some to the chickens and help keep the coops clean and dry. And before we got to spread it, she decided that this would be the perfect place for a nest. So she's sitting on about 6 eggs, I think. She's watching me this whole time that I'm talking. So she'll get off her nest 20-30 minutes a day, go eat, go get some water, and hopefully in a week or so she'll be hatching some eggs. So we have went a little duck crazy. We've got 5 wild type ducks in this coop. 2 mandarins and 3 ring-tailed ducks. I first saw their colors and I thought, oh my gosh, whatever that little bird is, I need to own some of those. So we've met some people that breed them, and apparently the ring-tails breed pretty well. The mandarins can be a little more tricky. So I've got to build them basically a birdhouse because they nest in trees in the wild. And we'll see if they'll hatch any babies out, but they've just been super cool to own. And admittedly, I do like ornamental birds. So friends will come out or ask me, oh, so like what's their purpose? And not everything on a farm, or at least on my farm, has to have a purpose. Some of them can just be beautiful and be for my enjoyment. So that's what these are. Here goes some of the geese. See, they're just walking along, eating grass. They graze just like cows or goats. It's pretty cool. So it's a bit of a mess out here because it's kind of always a construction zone. But I built this peacock pen over the past couple months, and it took about 1 million pallets and a bunch of cattle panels. Right now I just have like a cloth covering on this end, and before it snows again, before winter, I'm gonna turn it into like an actual little structure building. But I just wanted to get the peacocks in here to have more space, so I'm gonna show you guys them. So someone just almost gave me a heart attack because she looks like she's dead, but she's probably sunning herself or trying to dust bathe, which is not a good plan on this mulch. So I suppose I need to get them like a little pan of ash in here or something they can bathe in. But the white one is a male, and then we've got 2 pied males. So pied is basically when you cross a white peacock with your standard India blue peacock. And white is a color for them. So it just passes on the color and you get white spots. So I just love the pieds. To have an all white chick come out, I'd have to have a white female as well, which I'm just not really too obsessed with making different colors. So I just like to have these guys, and they should be starting to lay eggs here soon. My plan is to take them and incubate them and see how that goes. But they're just fun to watch. I've got the one long male on the left there. He's got a beautiful long tail, and I expect the other two theirs will grow out soon. But he's been showing off so much, and it's been so neat to have him here. So yeah, that's my peacocks. So something else that's changed is we got this pen built behind the barn and the corn crib, and I've got cattle out there. They're all still kind of babies, and if you're at this point of the video and you're thinking, oh my gosh, she has so many animals, just know that I've been here 3 years now, almost 4 years. It's hard to remember. It's been a little while, so I've had time to accumulate some. We moved here with chickens, and I was raised on a farm, so it's not anything new to me, but yeah, I've just been able to build things up, and I didn't really show everything before now because it's always a work in progress, and admittedly sometimes those things feel embarrassing, like the struggles and learning, and I had to learn like how to build things and use a circular saw and all of these things that man, I had some really ugly stuff in the beginning, that's all I'm gonna say. But I feel like I'm starting to get to where I want things to be. And I'm excited to start sharing some of this stuff with you guys. So yeah, I've got about 60 goats right now, and that number sounds shocking. We have 11 pigs, there's 5 cows, and just a ton of birds. But it is so fun, and I breed the animals, most of them, the ones that are healthy enough, and you know, as long as they're in good shape, then I will. But I have a few that are gonna just always be pets and can't be bred, and that's fine. But anywho, all of that to say, you know, things are ever changing, and yeah, I'm just excited to continue sharing. So I'm gonna take you guys down to the barn, and I'll show you what's changed in there too. So here is 2 of my big baby cows. They're a year old. Caroline is the all black, and Eli's got the white face. He's a steer. And I got them last spring, and they're already about 600 pounds. It's crazy. They're just big babies. Aren't you? Oh, aren't you? And we haven't really even touched the corn crib, except we added the steps there, and I hung up a little sign, welcome to the farm. And I've got cages and crates and stuff stored in there. We got it fully cleaned out, and it's just been like a good little storage building. Eventually, I would love to get it worked on. Not to take away much of the character, but just to make sure it's standing another 100 years would be fantastic. So in this pen, I've got 1 castrated male, and then I've got a bunch of young females and some that can't be bred, some that just haven't been bred this year. They're all running because they think I have food. I'll call them, and it's like the cutest thing in the world. Come on, babies! I love it. Oh, and there's 2 young pigs in here too. These are the same breed. They're called Kuni Kunis. They're only about 8 months old. But it's just so fun. So if you guys have been wondering what I've been up to, if I'm okay, I appreciate it. And this is literally what I've been doing, caring for all of these animals and the chaos and pulling baby goats out, getting screamed at by pigs. It's just a super rewarding life, and I'm very, very happy. So some of these girls will still get bred for the fall. I'm just trying to decide who. And then some of them are like this one in front. That's a baby from last year. They should be 18 months old before they can be bred, or of a certain size. So I'm not going to breed anybody early or do anything that's not good for them. Their happiness matters way more than any farm, business, profit, anything like that. So, yep, these are just all my babies, and I'll take you guys in the barn too and show you those. Also got to show you my funny sign. Everyone laughs when they see it. So here's the barn. I hung up a little labor and delivery sign because this is what it is. Except for Miss Abigail here. So she is a 3-week-old orphan calf. She was a twin, and her mom took her sister and didn't want to feed her. So I'm good friends with a farm down the road, and they called and asked if I wanted to come get her. And of course I paid for her, but she's a healthy little calf. Big production farms just do not have time for bottle babies, and ultimately it cuts into their time and profit, so they usually just sell them. So she's the cutest thing in the world. She's probably about 75 or 100 pounds right now. So in the barn we have pens set up all along the back side. This used to be the old hay feeder right in here, and we ripped that out, and I reused pieces of it, like for this pen here and for Abigail's pen, and it's worked wonderfully, and I think it looks kind of nice too. So I built all these pens, I built all the doors, I went to Tractor Supply and spent a ton of money on hardware so that I could have nice strong hinges and latches for every gate. So what you guys probably really want to see are these babies. So this mama's name is Cookies and Cream, and her babies are Snickers and Milky Way. They're the cutest things. They're both boys. And this mama's name is Angel Baby. She was one of our first mamas that was born here. And she has 2 little bucklings as well. You're going to notice a theme. My first 8 babies were all boys, but they're cute as can be. So this mama's name is Cappuccino, and she had 2 babies, both boys, and their names are Hulk is the black one, and the other one is Freckles. This is Ginger. She's always looking for more food. She has 2 boys as well. Their names are Barley and Pops. Barley is the red one. He's so cute. And I love the little black lipstick on the other one. Hi, Mama. It's almost time for more grain, I promise. This mama's name is Cappuccino, and she just had 1 little doeling, and I named her Maple. She's so cute. Oh, they're sleeping. Well, this is the cutest thing in the world. This mama's name is Philly, and I named the white one Cindy and the other one Liberty. So sweet. So that's pretty much all the animals. I've just been out here kind of living simply and trying to just stay happy. So I would love for you guys to comment and tell me that you've watched the video and you made it this far and what you've been up to the last year. I'm excited to hear from you all and can't wait to talk to you soon.